The problem with a video like this is that the mere fact that I'm even making it means that I cannot win. The topic of this video is going to divide some people, because I know I'm a Canadian dude who has a primarily Canadian fan base who had attracted the attention of American viewers from our videos talking about the USA victory over Canada. These videos sparked up some pretty big controversy in the comments. So I understand that this is not really my lane to make a video about the US now, but I wanted to do it anyway. I can't win, so really, what's the point of trying to hide it? Today we're talking about JT Miller of the New York Rangers and Team USA, and Vinnie Trocheck of the New York Rangers and Team USA. Now, you might remember just a few days ago, we made a video commentary on this YouTube channel talking about how fans were pissed off at Mike Sullivan and JT Miller about a week ago during the seeding games of the Olympics for the men's ice hockey tournament. Now, you can say, oh, Lego, look at you backpedaling, going out there and trying to say that you were wrong about something that you mentioned. And yeah, I'll go out there and say it. We were wrong. That's what the title of this video is. It's not I was wrong. It's we were wrong. Because even in this video commentary here, the reason we made this video was because you had American fans going out there and talking smack about how Clayton Keller wasn't being played by Team USA. There were so many comments and tweets and conversations from American fans that we had spoken about in this video, straight up saying that it was really dumb that Clayton Keller wasn't playing over JT Miller. It's a BS answer from Mike Sullivan. JT Miller looks like trash. Kyle Connor has been irrelevant. The thing is, JT Miller was never a guy that I think got the... I don't want to say it. I don't want to say he got the love that he deserved, but he wasn't really appreciated for most of his time on Team USA, despite playing all the games and getting 0 points and a -1. The fact is, if you look at a guy who scores 0 points in all the games played, you would assume that that guy didn't really do all too much. Now, Clayton Keller, for what it's worth, he also scored 0 points. So did Kyle Connor, but they did so in fewer games. You could, however, say that when it comes to JT Miller, he and his good old buddy Vinnie Trocheck straight up proved everybody wrong. And we have to go out there and talk about it here. Molly Walker went out there and posted this on Twitter. It's Vinnie Trocheck on Team USA's perfect penalty kill, which, by the way, included a 5-on-3 against Team Canada. I'm pretty effing proud, to be honest. Yeah. We heard all the talk that we shouldn't be here. We were able to come here, and we had a job to do, and it was to be good penalty kill guys, face-off guys, and character guys. We took that role, and we ran with it. Molly Walker also tweeted this out. It's a tough day for the people and media who were still whining about New York Rangers captain JT Miller and Vinnie Trocheck making Team USA, months after they were named. Crazy. They're Olympic gold medalists after playing a perfect PK role that majorly factored into this gold medal game against Team Canada. And I will say, as much as we like to dog on Team USA for their decisions on whom it is they take at these tournaments, you can't argue with the result. They got the gold. I'm sorry, I am a Canadiens fan. I am a very big Red Wings fan, but I do not know if Cole Caulfield and Alex DeBrincat would have been able to penalty kill like JT Miller and Vinnie Trocheck did in this tournament. A 100% PK against some of the best teams in the world. It's pretty good. Again, I'm saying that we were all wrong. I'm not saying I'm specifically the only person on the planet who was wrong about this. There were many of folks going out there and talking about similar things, like, oh, why is JT playing? Why is Keller not playing? Why is Robertson not on the team? Why is DeBrincat not on the team? Why is Caulfield not on the team? Why is Hudson or Adam Fox not on the team? These are all fair ideas to complain about, and these were all elements that we had spoken about throughout the course of the previous few months. But you can't argue with the result. They got it. And JT Miller and Vinnie Trocheck, they had a job and they did their job. It's like Adler from Black Ops Cold War. Bell, we've got a job to do. Here are some other tweets that I thought were interesting. JT Miller on his reaction to the Jack Hughes golden goal. I told the guys if we score, I'm the first guy off. I'm kicking people off the bench. I hope I didn't kick anybody, but I lost my mind. Once I got out there, I didn't know who to go to, but I went to Hellebuck because if it weren't for him today, that game would have looked a lot different. He was amazing. I love how everybody is giving their props to Connor Hellebuck, rightfully so. He was the most valuable player of the game, and probably should have been the MVP of the tournament had the voting for the MVP not have been done at the end of the first period of that same game. Another tweet from Jim Newton goes out there and says that Trocheck and JT were the unsung heroes on this Olympic team, making Pittsburgh proud in the process. And then you had yourselves here. Jay Marsh said that 0 people said this team should make it to the finals. He's talking about him and Miller being on the team. Lots of people criticized that specifically. Him, JT, and Nelson played their roles perfectly. 100% on the PK and great on the fourth line. Robertson and Caulfield don't play PK or fourth line duties. Guerin built a team where everyone had a role. And I will say this as well. JT was never really a great penalty killer in Vancouver. And this was especially apparent in the down years that he had had. I say that pluralized because JT was a really weird animal in Vancouver where he had a good year, followed by a bad year, followed by a good year, followed by a meh year, followed by a great year, followed by a bad year where he fights with his teammate and gets traded. So there was never 2 good years in a row for JT, even though you can say an 82-point season was pretty good. The fact is, this season was maybe one of those ones where JT was getting a little bit too angry and not really showcasing the same level of offensive flexibility as he had in the past. But throughout the course of Miller's time in Vancouver especially, he just was never really a great penalty killer. There were moments throughout the 24 season where the PK was actually really good with Zadorov and Cole and all these guys, and JT wasn't really like a main part of that. He was there sometimes, but I feel like JT Miller, especially in the last year that he had with the Canucks, he was just so lazy and lackadaisical and non-committing on the penalty kill. So to see him and Trocheck, his buddy, go out there and do these things for Team USA when the stakes matter the most, a part of me really respects that. And I think it should be noted. Of course, I'm going to get people in the comments saying, oh, I'm backpedaling. I'm making videos about stuff that people are probably not going to want to hear about because I got a Canadian audience or whatever, but, you know, I got to give credit where credit is due. Not only did Connor Hellebuck have the game of his life, changing the narrative surrounding him and his overall body of work as a hockey player, but JT Miller was able to go out there and do something that Elias Pettersson was not able to do. Take a look at the comments on the R Rangers subreddit. Vinnie and JT did an amazing job. Trocheck was the one I actually didn't question, knowing he was going to be a role player. I ended up being pleasantly surprised with JT. They knew what they were brought to do, and they did it. Can't ask for more than that. JT is just a gamer. It felt weird why anybody was questioning his heart. Half this sub acts like JT would just get out there and pout for 60 minutes a night. Historically, yes, but given his attitude and effort via the eye test this season, I can understand why people, including myself, would be skeptical. I don't want anyone on the team to fail, but I react to what I see happening. I hope this tournament helped light a fire and he finishes the season on an upswing and can take it into October to start fresh. So even Rangers fans can acknowledge that JT hasn't really been the best this season in New York, and that his surprise performance at the Olympics with this level of success is a pretty welcomed one for fans of the NYR. So with all that said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. JT Miller, Vinnie Trocheck, I was wrong, we were wrong. Folks that were going out there and critiquing JT's usage in the tournament, in the round robin and whatnot, we were all wrong. So with all that said, thoughts in the comment section below about JT and the way he had played. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.